even with the score sheet going down to the percentages of having so many individuals on a team or participants to do a certain skill, I really think that we need to have some restrictions on these crossovers, because now with having, say you have a team of 20 and you can max out in your points at 100% with 18, you're taking your level 3s and your level 2s and throwing them on there, and you know, they're doing a back handspring in level 2. It's not, to me, it's not going to be fair for especially a lot of our small gyms, you know, and we're trying to develop these kids on the levels that they are capable of being and capable of competing on, and then they're not winning because they're having to go against all these other teams that are crossing over with all these teams that are putting the girls on, or putting the individuals on teams at a lesser level, and they can do these skills, you know, and they're on 3 or 4 teams.
All right, crossovers, basically we're talking about same subject, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've actually got a kind of counter argument to that one. As a small gym, we need doublers many of the times to get teams to make. Like if we're trying to fill up a 36, you know, spot team, you know, and we've got 30 of them, you know, being the small gym having to stand at that 75 number, we need crossovers coming from another team so that we're not going out on the floor with 30 kids against teams that have 36. As long as they're limited in the same level, it's not like they can throw those higher level tricks anyway. It just, as a small gym, we need doublers. So it's at least ours does.
Crossovers have been beneficial to us in the past as a small gym. We're not a small gym anymore, but when we were, there was a huge benefit to us because we could allow those younger kids that were a higher skill level to cross over so that they would stay at our gym, because we could offer them a level 2 junior team, but they might be on our youth 1 team because we want to keep them around their age as much as possible. But then we allowed them to further back handspring a competition by being on a junior 2 team.
Agreed.
So they stayed at our program.
When you speak of crossovers, what's the percentage that you're talking about? Because I do understand that crossovers are important. It can either be way out of hand or it can be, you know, beneficial to everybody. Were y'all at like over more than 20%?
Some years we were, some years we weren't. I mean, it just depended on what our talent level was that year with those group of kids that we had. And some years it was 20, 25, 30%. Some years it was like 5 kids might have crossed over.
So I do think a certain number is important, but I also wonder too, when you have your kids cross over, do they have to be at every practice? Are y'all practicing these kids 4 times a week? I mean, are we burning them
No,
down?
not our program. Our kids don't practice that much. So
How many of you use crossovers? How many of you do not use crossovers at all?
2 or 3, maybe.
Or very, very minimal?
I have one for just for injuries.
There just need to be some restrictions on it, is what I'm saying.
I just wanted to make a point to what you had said. I think as an industry, we need to trust the judges, and I know there's going to be anomalies on all ends. But you don't need 36 people to compete against 36. I mean, we're a large gym, and we often put 29 on the floor against 36, or 32 on the floor against 36, or even 26. And usually, you know, at NCAA, it is a benefit that they end up splitting A and B sometimes. But all year, we will compete against large. And if you're putting good quality choreography on the floor and your teams are clean and they're competing in a level that they understand, you don't have to worry.
I have a parent at my gym. Her daughter's 8 years old. She's a phenomenal athlete. She's been blessed with the gift, okay? Well, she's on my youth level 2 squad. But when we go to these competitions, and they see a girl that is same age, maybe 9, on a senior squad, even though she competes level 2, but she's on a senior squad competing level 4. My parent comes to me and says, well, why are they doing that? Is that illegal to do? Because she's so young. So she wants me to put her on my senior squad. Well, I'm not going to put a little 8-year-old listen to what a bunch of seniors say.
it comes out of nowhere, it brings them down just so they can win one competition. If they competed at a level 4 all year, the mission has to compete level 4 all year.
I understand. I can promise you, well, not promise you, I can highly suggest to you that the only way we're going to ever put any kind of controls on the crossovers is once we have the ID membership cards in place. You know, because I don't know if he's got 25% and he's got 35%. I don't know those kids. I just don't know them. Until we can track them, you know, and control it. Not, control is maybe a bad word, you know what I mean, but track them basically. There's just no way to police it.